What's up, YouTube? This is ARM, and I'm coming to you with the ARMVAR Captain America movie reaction slash a bit of a review. And just as a warning, there will be spoilers in this review. As you can see, I'm alone. I usually do this with my best friend Jamill. Unfortunately, Jamill, aka Barberex, he passed away last month. I will continue doing these reactions and these reviews in his honor because that's what he had wanted. We used to have a lot of fun coming back from the theater, back to my place and doing these reviews. And I would do these wearing his blue Star Wars Rebel Alliance hat. This was his favorite hat. And I would dub these the ARMVAR comic book movie reaction slash reviews. So I'll make sure that branding will always be there. I'll make sure his logo will always be right there, because this is something we've always did together. So I'm just going to start off by saying that this movie was one of the best comic book movie viewing experiences that I've had in a long time. And it's really a big act that followed Batman versus Superman. So DC for Suicide Squad, you better step it up a bit. Lots of action in the movie, non-stop action. Everything flowed, even to the downtime parts where they're talking and making jokes. Everything flowed perfectly. You never really felt like the movie really just stalled at any point. That type of action, especially the hand-to-hand combat, a lot of crossovers, a lot of flips, a lot of luchador pro wrestling style moves, taking down two people at once, thinking three steps ahead type of movement with Black Widow, Black Panther, Captain America, Winter Soldier, and even Hawkeye. There were a lot of Easter eggs in the movie. There are certain things toward the Infinity Wars movie. There are things that hinted toward the Black Panther film. There are things that foreshadowed the next phase of the Civil War movies. There's a lot of Easter eggs hidden in the movie. I won't give too much of those away. But obviously this phase in the Marvel movie universe, they have so many characters and so much content to work with that I felt like I was watching a comic book. They have the luxury, they can pick and choose what they want to put in the movie. As you can see, ever since I read the original Civil War comic book, I've always been Team Cap right there. Always got a rep Cap. There were some cameos in the movie. Obviously, everyone knows about Spider-Man. When you see the actual movie, you'll see the slight differences in the actual scene versus what was shown in the trailers. Scott Lang as Ant-Man, he was in the movie, but his appearance felt more like a cameo because he just lent to certain scenes. So that was definitely a cameo. What a surprise. Ant-Man actually grows. Spoiler alert, Ant-Man goes giant. He uses the pin particles to make himself giant, which is pretty cool because I've never seen a character go giant in a live action superhero movie. I guess you can say DC kind of beat Marvel to the punch when the wrestler Edge plays Atom Smasher on the CW Flash, and he grew giant. With kind of jinky effects, but the way they portrayed it in the Captain America Civil War movie, it came off quite well, and it was actually quite a pleasant surprise to see him grow essentially as sort of like a giant man or Atlas. The Black Panther movie, yeah, we see more of the origin of King T'Chaka. So the king, the original king of Wakanda was featured in the movie. We seen him get killed. T'Challa, the guy who played T'Challa, the actor, he portrayed him quite well. He was a very calm, a very royal acting guy. Just that the way Black Panther's portrayed in the comic book, not arrogant, but just very confident and with some dignity. And I'm really impressed with the way Black Panther was portrayed in this movie. Spider-Man, the new kid playing Spider-Man, I really do like him. I think he is a very awkward, clumsy Spider-Man, which is why people connected with Spider-Man to begin with. So that's a really good cue from Marvel. They casted this new actor as Spider-Man. They was able to acquire those rights or the partnership from Sony for that. And Marissa Tomei as a young Aunt May. Wow, new concept on Aunt May. Yeah, because you don't want to keep seeing the same old doddering Aunt May who's just, oh Peter. We want to see a new Aunt May. And if he's that young in a movie, Aunt May will be proportionate in age as well. Captain America's shield. He did give his shield back to Tony Stark at the end of the film, but I feel since Captain America is in Wakanda, and Wakanda does have vibranium, and their technology is a little bit more advanced than the United States, that he will definitely get a new shield from Black Panther. I'm glad that eventually at the end of the movie Black Panther came around and him and Cap were on the same side, because I've just never been a big Tony Stark or Iron Man person. And then there was a scene, there was a nod to one of Steve McNiven's famous covers, where you see Captain America and Iron Man locked up, and the repulsor blasts are going off against the shield, and they're kind of face to face. So that's a pretty cool Easter egg right there. I'm not going to talk too much more about it. I guess I gave away a few spoilers, but there's so much going on in this movie that you'll pick and choose and find what you like. These are just some things that really stood out to me. I give the movie a perfect 10 out of 10. Like I said, let's see if X-Men Age of Apocalypse and the Suicide Squad, let's see if they can... We'll just see those movies. How about that? So thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Once again, I'd like to say rest in peace to my best friend, my brother, Jamill Clark, aka Barbarex. I'm dedicating this video in your honor. And like I said, he would have wanted me to continue doing these because these were really fun. Rest in peace and later, YouTube.